Welcome to a meditative flow to connect inward and to create some boundaries around all the input that we take in. I'm recording this in the middle of July when things are busy and intense and we're being pulled in all different directions. And so the idea is to clear your space, create space from the inside out, and allow that energy that is uniquely yours to be a little more free while kind of cutting off some of that energy that comes at us from all the places and pulls us away from ourselves. It's not a bad thing to have a lot of input and to do a lot of things. But at the same time, we do need to create those boundaries so that we can feel more ourselves. So we're not doing any kind of traditional vinyasas, but we are doing a lot of movement in this class. So start in the middle of your mat, widen your stance, just kind of feel into your body. You can just pad the ground a little bit with your feet. Check in with your neck and your shoulders, see what's going on there. Then come into stillness and take a couple really big breaths. Big inhales that expand all around your rib cage. Big exhales that soften that whole outer layer. And do that 2 or 3 more times. Very intentional, big breaths. And this class, this theme is all about the exhale. So do what you can throughout class to lengthen your exhale, maybe even exhale out of the mouth. I'm going to stick with that, but add some movement. Inhale, open like a cow or a cat. No, a cow or a cobra. And then close it off like a cat. Inhale, open. Close it off like a cat. Keep going like that. Maybe make it a little more body, full body, like a wave. Good, we're gonna add on and just kind of take it right into a side bend. Maybe you step that right foot back. Inhale, open like that cow. Exhale, side bend. You can kind of pull the wrist or sweep the arm across the body. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. So keep going. And the reason I call this type of class meditative is because when we just simply repeat a movement or a couple movements, our mind doesn't have to think too hard. We can drop into the body, the physicality, and let our mind rest. And that's something our mind doesn't get to do very often. If you ever feel like during that rest in this class or in any yoga class, you start to make plans or tick off tasks in your head, start to just simply say the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And you'll do this just internally. Just say the words internally. The next time you come up through center, just kind of sprinkle the fingers down. Take a couple shoulder shrugs. And we are kind of focusing heavily on the arms in this class because, in my opinion, go ahead and step wide into a goddess pose, toes out, heels in, or we can keep the legs straight for a moment. In my opinion, the arms are where we take in the most input. We communicate through our arms, we receive energy through our arms, and so I'm going to really focus a lot of our movements today in the arms. Kind of sink into a goddess pose now with your knees bent. A little bit of movement here. We're going to start without moving the legs. So you just kind of sit in this, sometimes called horse or goddess pose. And we're just going to do one arm at a time, and then we'll add on as we go. So pull those elbows back. So this can be your inhale. And then just one hand exhale, straight out. Inhale, both elbows kind of slide back. Exhale, other hand. Inhale, exhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Keep going. And so the idea here is that we're just doing a little bit of boundary making, a little bit of space making. How do you create space between the tasks, the conversations, the energy, and just yourself, your body, your life force? And so you can do this with some kind of clear, intentional movements. So just simply turning your hand, creating a little block, an actual boundary. So you can, if this just feels like exactly what your body and brain needs right now, go for it. Just stick with it. Or we can start to do it together, both arms. So inhale those elbows back, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And we're going to start, if you want, adding in the legs. So on the inhale, you're going to get a little lower, elbows back. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And go ahead, kind of move in the way that works for you. So I don't want the rules that I set up to trip you up. Instead, I want the rules to kind of free that energy, allow your brain to be a little quieter. So drop in. We're going to stick here for a little while. And there is a little tiring, a little exhaustion, a little strength building that's happening. And that's okay. So if your mind starts to really focus on that, if that's like the sticking point, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And on another note, you don't have to be going as fast as I am. This is kind of what works for me right now. If you want to go real slow and slow down that breath, please dive in. Couple more. Good. Stand. We're actually going to stay with our feet wide, but I do want you to just pause. And if you need to pause by bringing your feet a little closer, go ahead. So what happens after we do a movement like that? And then we just stay super still. We're going to keep going in the same kind of stance, but this time we are going to keep our legs straight. So I am going to turn the toes out just a little bit because I don't want to fight it. I don't want to fight my body. We're going, the full movement is going to be opposite hand to opposite foot. Now that's not going to work for everyone. If you're pregnant, that's not an option. And just some bodies, that doesn't feel good. So option one is going to be arms wide, and then you just kind of touch your thigh. This would be totally fine if you're pregnant and works for most bodies. You can bring your feet wider or closer in as needed. And I'm doing this pretty fast. We do want to link it with the breath, so that was more of an example. I'm going to come all the way down, so it's an inhale like a star, and then an exhale, one hand, one foot. I am going to still move kind of fast, but I'm for sure going to link up my breath with that. So big inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And notice, you may not be looking, but I'm bending one knee just a tiny bit, both in an effort to kind of allow my hand to come a little closer to the ground, but also to relieve the pressure that would happen in my knee if I kept the leg 100% straight. So once you've got the movement, let yourself kind of dive into it. And notice the joy of not having to make a bunch of decisions, even if just for a few minutes today. I think that's one of the values of a led fitness and yoga practice. Someone else steers the ship. If you start to feel a little dizzy, go to that upright version. Keep going a little longer, either way. Next time you reach up, just stay. See if you can keep your arms up. Maybe even bring your fingers into your palms, thumbs up. Keep those arms lifted. Allow there to be a little tension. Not that you're bringing your shoulders up or anything like that. You're just the tension of holding your arms. Allow it to be. Bring those two thumbs overhead, touch. And then all the way down, let it go. Nice job. We're going into our final, not our final movement, but our final movement in this vein of energy. Back to horse stance. This time we will stay in horse, or goddess. So come on in. So widen the feet as needed to make that comfortable and feel really good. This time it's just the arms. So a similar kind of movement. Inhale, exhale. This time you're pushing away at the sides. Inhale. And then thumbs in, make fists, and put those knuckles towards the ground. Exhale. So it's really focused in the arms and the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Make fists. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On your own. Sit a little lower. Sit a little lower. Sit a little lower. Sit a little lower. Next inhale, straighten those legs, kind of wiggle out the hips. Turn your right toes forward. Bring your left heel in, widen the stance as you face that top edge of your mat. Soft right knee, fold in, pyramid pose. Drop your left knee. Come on up to low lunge. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands through to your sides. Inhale. Exhale. Couple of these. Open like wings. Exhale, hug right arm underneath. Inhale, wings. Exhale, left arm underneath. Inhale, right underneath. Inhale, left underneath. Inhale, right. Inhale, left. Next time you come towards right underneath, go ahead and find that eagle pose. Lift up, hold. Inhale, free up arms. Exhale, hands in front or down, and then lift left knee. And then move your hands in front of right toes. We're gonna lift up standing split. Inhale. And then we're gonna come right down. Exhale, all the way to the ground. And we're gonna do that 3 more times. So If you did one of these and you're like, no, then you can just go into a twist here. That's where we're going to meet you in a second. So you would go inhale and then exhale towards your left. Inhale. Otherwise, you're going to go inhale, standing split. Exhale down. Inhale, standing split. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, land. So we're here on the ground. Right knee is up and over. Left knee is tucked under. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist towards that open space. That's left side. Inhale. Exhale. So if you are pregnant, have low back issues, just don't feel like digging in, doesn't work for your body today, just stay here in this kind of open twist, maybe make it a little more aligned and open across your chest. If you've got a little bit more room for some deeper twisting, lift your left arm up, inhale, exhale, twist. You're going to twist towards now that lifted knee or that knee that's crossed over. Twist your right arm behind, open across your chest and breathe. Good. Unwind all the way and come to downward dog. So if you've lost it, you're in downward dog. Feet at what was the front of the mat just a moment ago. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, send it forward. Bring your right heel down, widen your stance, and come into pyramid pose. Lift up, drop right knee to the ground, rise on up into low lunge, left foot forward. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands through heart into your sides. Big sweeps, inhale. Exhale. Keep going. Good. Open your arms so it's a little bit of a back bend. Exhale. One arm underneath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. So you're switching the bottom arm. The next time your left arm is underneath, go ahead, find that. Eagle arms and just stay. Free up the arms, inhale. Exhale, hands frame left foot, lift right knee. Walk your way into standing split, hands in front of left foot. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, sit it all the way down for that grounded pose. And again, if you're like, not for me, then you can go right into the twist here towards the right side. Otherwise, we're going to do 3 more of those. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. We'll all meet together. Right knee is bent, foot and leg on the ground. Left knee is bent, knee up, foot on the ground. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist right. Open side. Inhale, exhale. So this is pretty spacious twist. It's really here for that fluidity, that repetition. Last one. If it feels good to you to just stay on this side, that's the right call for you. Go ahead. Otherwise, you're going to take your right arm up. Inhale. Exhale over towards the left knee. You can hug that knee or hook the elbow. And stay here and breathe. Inhale out and all the way around, downward facing dog. Just land. Drop your knees down, little cow cat. Inhale, belly down. Exhale, round it up. I'm going to go a little longer than normal. Dropping in. Land in child's pose. We are going to end seated today, but I want this child's pose to be a transition towards that. So make it a comfortable child's pose. Maybe set up something underneath your head to bring the head up a little bit, which eases up the shoulders. So we just did a lot of movement, and even just that cow cat right before this pose.
And all of that movement is here to free up energy. So now that you've freed up your energy, allow yourself to be still and just see what your energy does. See if you can slough off a little bit more weight layers, energetic connections off the outer body. And really allow that internal space to be wide awake. Quietly transition to a seat. If you need a pillow, blanket, block underneath your seat, go ahead. And we won't be here too long, but we are going to intentionally sit for a couple moments. So I'm in just a regular, comfortable cross-legged seat. Another option would be to bring your two heels aligned in front of each other, but what I don't want is it to feel cranky. I want it to feel something like you could sit anywhere for a little while. Bring your hands to face down or up on your knees, whatever feels most natural. And just like I said a few moments ago, feel that outer body energetic field. So eyes are closed here. Just notice if there's anywhere in that energetic field that feels like it's still connected elsewhere. See if with some deep exhales you can quiet those areas. And now start to bring awareness to your internal energetic field. Just let it be exactly as it is. There's nothing to do with your energy besides just step back and let it be. For these last few moments here, each inhale, I want you to feel an uprising of energy inside. And each exhale, I want you to soften your outer body, your outer energetic field with as little effort as possible. Just soften. So that inhale, internal. Exhale, external. Inhale, expand. Exhale, connect. Couple more, just like that. Gently open your eyes. Come into balance as best you need with that external, internal energy.
Allow your brain to stay quiet and soft. Thank you for being here.